Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how to detail lift core wall reinforcement in AutoCAD. So you can see this lift cord here. It has four sides, and one side is where we have our opening as indicated here, and the other three sides are similar because they don't have opening, right? So the first thing is how you can detail the lift core pit. As you can see, I have a lift core pit of my lift core is 2000 in thickness, and the wall is 200 millimeter thick, as you can see. So you can see my foundation, my rough foundation for the lift core is 500 by 2700, and it has both top and bottom reinforcement, that is T16, and at the foundation level we have 200 millimeter thick skin wall. We have a 150 millimeter thick skin wall, and the reinforced concrete wall is 200 millimeter thick. So let's start with the three similar portion where we don't have any opening. So we will just detail one side to represent the three sides. So this is the one which represent the sides which don't have any opening. So we will start with the starter. Our starter will be having bent like this. It is having a return, but the same size with the bar, and you can see it is having a length of 2650, and you can see a hook of 200. So this is basically the side face, and this is basically the near face and the far face. All right. Therefore, near face means the front side, and the far face means the outside part. Right. So this one is the inside part, and this one is the outside part. This is the near face, this is the far face. So that's why you can see it is being bent like this. So this one is the starter, and it is 12 or T12 at a spacing of 200 starter. So this the number you can see is 12. Basically it will be 2400 divided by 2. All right, it will be 2400 divided by 2, so you will find it is 12. 2400 divided by the spacing, that is the 200. 2400 divided by 200 is 12. So then we go to the first floor. So after we go from the ground level, we go to the first floor, and you can see this one is extending, or what do we call this in slab? It's like it has a lap length, so it is extending by 700, and that is the 3000. That is the floor to floor height divided by 4. You will get it is 700. So the engineer here was just trying to be economical. That's why he did not include the decimals. He just indicated that this will be 700 from the ground level, and therefore you can see we have a lap length of about 600, right? And there's this now from the ground floor. It is going straight. You can see it is going straight, by, it has a length of 3600, right? So basically that means the floor height plus the lap length. That therefore this longitudinal bar will be having a total length of 3000 plus 600. That's 600. Therefore the total length of the floor plus the lap length, because we will be having a lap length of 600, therefore they will cut similar portion of that 600. And you can see, if you know that the rebar has a total length of 1200. If I can search my calculator, we can see that our rebar is usually 12 meters, that is 12,000 millimeters. If you can divide this one by 3600, you will get that the answer is where is the is equal sign? Just hit enter. Right, so there's no way, it's not trying to save or to do what we call to reduce the offcuts. There'll be offcuts anyway, but that one the foreman will deal with that on site. Here is just trying to do the detailing, how they are supposed to detail this lift core on the site. This is actually a real life project which has actually already been constructed, and it is being used. So you should take this very seriously, because this is how you can do lift core detailing. And now you can see now this one, from the first floor to the second floor, we still have a total length of, if you add the summation of 2650 plus 650 plus 300, you will get around that 600. And still it has a lap length of um, 600, right? Actually this is 650, but it was not trying to be accurate. It should be around 600. And from there he continues the same length, I think the same length, that 600. If let me activate my dimension, consist is 2650, and then here is still 650 the lap length, and this one is still 300, right? So it is still that 600, all right? So, and in that manner, so they will have to cut similar sizes of that 600 for longitudinal bars, which will depend on the steel fixer and the foreman on site. So they will know how to reduce the offcuts. And of course you can see at the top, because these lift core is not continuing, we have a hook, and there's a cover of about, let's say 40, or let's say 35. You can see we have a cover of 35, all right? And it has already been indicated we will be having two, if you do the distance between the total distance from here, if you can measure the total distance from here, that is what will give us the number of now those are the transversal. We are now focusing on the longitudinal, and the longitudinal we already said it is 2 times 12. 2 just indicates it is near face and far face, all right? So it is basically 12 on the near face, that is the inside part or the front part, and 12 on the far face, that is on the outside part. 12d12 at 200. Those are the longitudinal. And of course we have a hook here, a return here for the starter, and we have a hook here at the top, and with a cover of 35. The same thing for the transversal. These are the transversal. You can see this one is the near face, this one is the far face. right? So basically this one is the inner side and this one is the outer side, and they how many, if you can do the distance, it's the same way with slabs. We divide this distance by the spacing, we will get the total number of bar required. So that is 26,000 divide 26 or 27 20 25 800. If we do the calculation, 25 800 divided by 12 divided by 200, that is the spacing. 25 7 25 780 over 200, enter. You can see it's about 128, but this one is going to the top, so that therefore that will be 2 143 T10, not Y. We usually use T10 at 200 near face and far face. That is the transversal. Now the problem comes when you are doing this side with an opening. So you can see the starter for the longitudinal. Our starter will have a hook here at the top because this one is an opening, and of course a cover of about 40 or 35, and of course this is the return here and the hook, and you can see it is still it is, how many of them, it is 8 D10 D12 T12. I'm usually used to all these, okay. D12 at 200 starter, and of course you can see this written. It's basically, this one is already indicates there is already the near face and the far face, all right, the inner side and the outer side, because it's a 200 millimeter thick wall. So basically it means if you are facing if you're like here, you're facing this one, now this one will be here, and then the return, and then this one. Now this one is the near face, this one is the far face, right? So I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And then now this one is basically doing it because we have an opening here, and just for consistency you will have to continue in the same manner up to the roof level. So here will be the total distance between here and here. The total distance between here and here divided by 200, you will get, it's all about 7. It is 8. That will be if you divide this one by 200, you'll get is 3 point something. So it basically means 4. So there will be 4 here and 4 here. The total number is 8, and therefore it will be 2 times, because it is near face and far face, D12 at 200. And you can see the top portion, we have 6 D10 at 200 links. Now in this and you can see the hook, you can see the return here and the hook, and you can see now the now these rebars, that will be 2 times 4 D10 near face and far face, and we will continue in the same manner up to the roof level. And fortunately here at the roof level we don't have an opening, and so we don't have that opening, so it's just this and then the return. But also you should know it depends on the total length, because if you can see this one is 6500, and we know that one full rebar is 12,000 meters, right? So if you multiply this by 13, so this one is already more. So this one, there has to be another hook here. There has to be another hook here. I mean, just like that. You can hit enter. There has to be another hook there. Then I can just trim. I mean like that because this one is already longer than 12 meters. So I hope you have understood. I hope you have understood, and this is how I will. This is the reference I will use every time I want to detail a lift core. So every project that will be having a lift core, this is the model I will use to detail my lift core. Now depending on the dimensions, but the detailing will remain the same, and of course depending on your analysis, but of course lift core is mostly typical, right? It's typical, so you will find maybe only these are the ones which are going to change. Depends on your analysis, because maybe in this analysis they did not include earthquake consideration. Maybe they included, but of course any we can say high-rise building, we have to include wind load and all dead and live load and all that. So maybe he did not consider um, earthquake. So this, I can say it is typical, but it depends on your analysis and on your location. So I can mostly guess that the engineer here did not mostly take earthquake seriously. So maybe if you consider earthquake, you will find that you need more reinforcement. Maybe the longitudinal you will find to be sufficient. Maybe you need D16, and maybe you find you need a thickness to increase the thickness a bit to 50 millimeter thick wall. So it always depend on your analysis, but the detailing will be typical. All right. And this is a real life project. So for more update, because I am a researcher, I do research, I am an engineer. So for more update on this topic, please do consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video. And also I will include a link where you can download this DWG for reference, because even me, there are so many issues in this life. If you don't get jobs which need you to detail rift call frequently, you might find you forget, so you need somewhere to refer to. That's why I will include a link where you can download this DWG file for your reference. So it is reference from engineer Ridhua, and I will include a link where you can download these files. So thank you. If you like my video, consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Recommend me to your friends. If you're a student, to your schoolmates. We can help each other grow and build economical and also safe structure. Thank you.